Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be my first holiday glam look. If you guys have any other suggestions for another holiday look that you guys want me to recreate, tweet me. My Twitter and all of my other social media links are in the description box down below or at the end credits of my videos. But anyways, let's hop right into the video. I have already put on all of my creams, like the Frank Body moisturizer. To prep my skin just a little bit more, I'm going to be using this little sample that I got from Sephora. They put this in my bag when I went Black Friday shopping. It's an ultra repair cream, an intense hydration for dry parched skin, and it says it's safe for sensitive skin. And lately, we all know that we all get dry, or at least I do, in this season, the fall winter seasons. So I want to try it out, see if it's gonna be, oh wow, it's really creamy. So I'm just gonna rub this in my T-zone. Oh wow, it's really thick for sure. I don't know if I'm going to like it underneath my makeup. I'm gonna start off with eyes first, just because if I'm gonna be doing an intense glittery eye, I want to not have so much fallout, so I'm going to do that first. So I took off the shadow on this lid because I thought the colors I was using was going to look good, but then I figured out which colors to use. So let me explain this all over again. I'm going to prime my lids with the Soft Ochre Paint Pot. And I'm going to bring it all the way up to my brow bone and my inner corners and stuff, and kind of like just drag it out. And reason I'm bringing up all the way to my brow bone is just to hide the little hairs that I have from my brows, since I haven't gone to go get them done. So for this whole look, I'm going to plan to be using my Morphe 35O. So to set, you guys know I use the lightest shade in here, the white matte shade. I'm going to lightly just dust it all over. So taking a big fluffy blending brush, this is from Eagle Tools. I know I've mentioned this before. This is my favorite blending brush. I've never used anything else because this is my go-to. It's very soft, very, very blendable. It blends very well. I'm going to be taking these two soft browns. These are my go-to soft browns. They combine to make the most perfect shade ever. So I'm going to really pack that on my brush and just give it a little, what do you call that? Shake, dust off, yeah. And I'm going to focus it right slightly above my crease, going into my crease just a little bit, because we're going to deepen up the crease a lot more. So going in with my MAC 217, I was going to do more of a reddish tone like this color, but I decided to take this brown, and it's kind of like it just looks like a really nice brown with a little hint of redness in it. And I'm really just going to dip my brush in there very lightly and dust off any excess, because like I've said before, this palette is very pigmented and very buildable at the same time, so that's what I'm going to do with this color, is just build it if I want to. So I'm really going to focus this color in the crease and just blend it away. Once we focused it in the crease, I'm going to kind of start blending it upwards into the other color. My thing is just keep blending. Blend away. So now with the flat brush, I'm going to spray it with my MAC Fix Plus, but I'm going to be taking this kind of gold shade from the palette. It has an undertone of like a pink, reddish. Probably the reflect is what's pink. It looks a little bit like that in the pot already, or in the pan already. So I'm going to use this on my lid with the brush, and then with my finger to set it, I'm going to be using this bronzy shade from the palette as well. It looked good the first time, so we'll see. So with a flat brush, just going to spray it with some Fix Plus, and I'm really going to wet it, because these two golds aren't as pigmented as all of the other shimmer shadows, which sucks because I love golds. But I'm just going to dip my brush in there and just pack it on the lid. So to set it, Gonna be taking that bronzy gold. So going back with my MAC 217, I'm just going to slightly blend away whatever transferred into the crease. So this is my first time using the golds in this palette, and I like them. I just wish they didn't have a reflect of such a pinky tone. I wish they were intense gold. For being two golds in the palette, I wish at least one of them was just plain gold. But I like the way they came out. I think the pink reflect, especially for the holidays, is cool. Because obviously it's part of the holidays, like a reddish tone. I'm going to try to do my winged eyeliner here on camera. We'll see how it turns out. Typically don't, just because usually can't. But what I like to do is wet my brush. If you guys want me to do an in-depth of how I do my winged eyeliner, let me know in the comments down below. I've gotten pretty good at it, if I say so myself. I'm going to be using my MAC gel liner. This is the shade Black Track, and I think this is from their Pro Longwear line, because I got it when it first came out. Like, she was using it on a client that was there, and she told me where I could get it. So I pretty much did it. I don't like making it so thick on my lid, just because my lid space isn't that big, and because I really want the gold to pop more. But again, if you guys want to see an in-depth liner tutorial, let me know. I'm gonna do the other eye off camera really quick though, just to kind of really match it up. So BRB. So I did the liner. Pretty good. This is so much more intense than I would do on like a regular basis if I was to actually do my liner for the day, you know, but obviously this is a holiday look. But while doing my liner, I decided to stick on my Morphe 415 lashes, just because I thought it'd be easier, especially, and because I know I wouldn't have been able to do it on camera. So moving on to the face before we move on to the lower lash line, I am going to prime my face with my new Marc Jacobs primer. So I have used this a couple of times already when I've done my makeup, but this is literally how much the pump gives you. It doesn't look like a lot, so I was like, should I pump it another time? But once I started mixing it in my hands, it's literally like so refreshing, and it's so like moisturizing. It literally goes everywhere. I like to just pat it into my skin, that way it sets the way I'm patting it. I don't know, I feel like it makes a difference instead of just rubbing it. I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Infallible and blending it with the CC cream. And instead of using my finger to mix it, lately I have just been using the back of a little brush to really mix it together. And instead of straight dipping my beauty blender into the product, I have been applying it with a foundation brush all over my face. I got it like all up in my brow right now. I'm taking my beauty blender. I got a new beauty blender. I'm just going to pounce all over my face. I got it in my eyebrow, like straight up all over my eyebrow. Moving on to concealer. You guys know I like my Age Rewind. I'm in the shade medium. So to bake, I'm going to go into my NYX contour palette and use these two shades right here because they're very powdery. So these are like my baking shades. Just going to blend it out more. So this is practically my method for highlighting since I don't have a good highlighter yet. Just gonna let it bake and take off all the excess from the brush because there's a lot, and whatever is really left, I'm just going to set all the other areas. I'm just going to set the rest of my face with my NYX translucent powder. By the way, you guys, I'm going to be doing another video, like a sit-down video with Emmanuel, my boyfriend. We're basically going to be doing an updated boyfriend-girlfriend tag. So I don't know if you guys have any suggestions on like some way to make it a game. I figured we could do like the whole pie thing where like we fill those tin can things with like whipped cream and just like hit each other in the face with them. I don't know, but I thought of that, but then at the same time I kind of don't want to be like messy about it. So I don't know. But we want it to be like obviously have you guys join in some way. So if you guys have any questions you guys want us to answer, but also any suggestions on like how to make it a game almost, let me know. I'm going to do my brows. Gonna do these off camera because these take a while. Because of how long my eyebrows took, I think it's time to wipe away the bake. Just gonna use a fiber brush and really wipe it away. So now let's bronze up the face. Lately I haven't been using my fan brush. I don't know if I've already done this on camera. My NYC Fire Island Tan Bronzer and then the All Over Bronze Glow. And then to contour my nose, I'm just going to be using the shimmery bronzer. I'm not going to be doing the other one because I don't like contouring my nose, even though I say I'm contouring my nose. I'm not really contouring my nose. Like, I don't do it to contour it. I don't do it to slim it down. I do it because I don't like it looking so washed out and like flat in pictures because of all the powders that I'm using, and I'm not like really emphasizing my nose, if you know what I mean. Contour to contour using an angled brush. I don't know if I should go into my NYX palette or my Shade and Light palette. I think I'm going to go into my NYX palette, and I'm going to take this really like honey chestnut color. So I'm going to dust off because these ones are hella pigmented, like more pigmented than the Shade and Light palette. To clean it up, I'm just going to use the whole baking method again, taking those same two powders. We shall highlight. So I'm going to be using a couple of highlighters today just because this is a glam look, so I want it to be glam AF. I'm going to be using Soft and Gentle by MAC and a fan brush. Taking a smaller brush, I'm going to pack on some highlight and highlight my nose. I'm really going to highlight my nose. I love the little ball of my nose being highlighted. I don't know why, but I do. And I never do this. I never do the bridge of my nose, but I'm going to do the bridge of my nose just because, hello, glam. Cupid's bow. I know I said I'm going to be doing a couple of highlighters. I am, but with this next highlighter, it's really intense highlight, and I like it to stand out. So when I add blush, it's just going to like tone down, and I like to add it after the blush. So I'm going to be taking my go-to blush, a plum, and I'm going to be taking the same brush I use to bronze, just because I feel like it picks up the color a lot more, and it will blend in with the bronzer a lot more instead of really just sitting on top of it. It'll blend in. So for the highlighter, I'm going to be using my Bronzing Tan Minerals Sheer Cover Lip to Lid Highlighter. So this is so intense that I like to just flip it over, make sure that it's getting into the cap, because I dust it all back into the pan, and I use only whatever got onto the lid. And I'm really going to lightly work with this. And that is it. If you can't see that, I don't know what you're looking at, because that is hella poppin' right now. So cute. Gonna wipe away this now. I think I'm just gonna go in with those soft browns really lightly. So I'm going to spray my face with MAC Fix Plus just to set everything while I do my lips and coat my lashes. Just going to coat my top lashes. For the inner corner highlight, since I have stuff on there now, I'm going to be going into my Avon True Color Shadow Duo. And I'm going to be taking this coppery shade on that same little pencil brush that we used earlier. Moving on to lips, I'm going to be lining my lips with the eye slash lip liner pencil by MAC. I'm going to be taking MAC lipstick. It's a matte lipstick in Viva Glam. And then taking Revlon, this is in the shade 875 HD Gladiolus. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry for the inconvenient lighting. I'll make sure to plan this a lot better. Give this video a thumbs up, you guys. It helps out so much. And subscribe too. I really want some more people part of my family and my channel. Make sure you follow me on all of my social medias. They're always linked down below in the description box and also at the very end of my videos. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you real soon. Bye guys.